All right, Libra, looking into the person that you are dealing with and or thinking about, the first three cards that we have here is the Temperance card, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. So you could be connecting with someone who has a lot of fire in their chart. But right away, looking at their energy towards this connection, it really does let me know that this is someone who wants to reconcile. I don't think this is somebody who you are currently in a relationship with right now, or that you're currently in contact with right now, because the cards are just showing up as this person wanting to reconcile, this person wanting to communicate with you, this person wanting to move things forward. With the Five of Wands coming out at the end of their energy, I do feel like in this particular spread that this is somebody who wants to fight for the relationship. I also feel like there might have been a lot of drama between the two of you within the relationship. There could have been a lot of drama, a lot of fighting, a lot of just like you guys not seeing eye to eye. And now that this relationship or the communication between the two of you isn't really the same, I feel like this person has kind of internalized the drama, has kind of internalized that chaos. And at this point is battling within themselves to figure out what to do with their emotions, figure out what to do with their thoughts, figure out what to do moving forward. But it is very clear that this is somebody who wants to communicate with you. They want to reconcile with you. They want to fight for the connection and find some sort of balance with you. Your energy towards the connection is coming out as the Two of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Star card. So we have Aquarian energy, air energy, and then water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it really does show that your energy is one of like disconnect. I feel like, Libra, you have disconnected, or you definitely feel as if there is a disconnect with you and this person. And you're being very strict about, you know, where you let your mind go, what you really want moving forward. You're being very particular, and I feel like you're being very cutting at the same time. And you kind of have a tunnel vision, and if it just doesn't align with what you want, you're just not entertaining it at this point. With the Two of Cups in reverse, this lets me know that, you know, there was a connection that ended, a soul tie that ended, and you no longer feel all that connected to this person. You're no longer really giving your energy to this person in the physical realm, you know, and you're in this state with the Star card of just healing. I feel like you're kind of restoring your own hope in love, in life, in yourself, in, you know, your success moving forward in all aspects of your life. And you're just in this place of pouring into things that are going to pour into you, and pouring into things that are going to contribute back to you and things that you love. I feel like you're really focused on your North Star. You're moving towards a certain direction, and anything that doesn't align with exactly what you want, you don't see it right now. The overall energy of the connection, though, between the two of you is the Three of Swords. So this could have been a third party situation, but at the end of the day, heartbreak, you know what I mean? Like the energy is one of loss, is one of heartbreak, is one of disconnection, separation. I do feel like you might be in separation from this person right now, and they're in this state of really truly trying to figure out a way to communicate with you again, to move things forward with you again, to balance things out, to reconcile, and to lessen that inner turmoil that they're currently feeling. And also maybe, you know, bring peace and resolution to what once was a very tumultuous and dramatic connection that they might have had with you. All right, but let's dive a little bit deeper into this. How does this person feel towards you? We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. So whoever this is, you know, like I said, I feel like there was a no contact period here, or you're currently still in one. And this is somebody who no longer wants to be in separation. You know, they feel like they're ready to come forward. They're ready. They are, you know, ready to be patient. They're ready to be who you want to be. They're ready to build you up. And I feel like they feel like they're ready to work on themselves to be that person for you and manifest beauty in a relationship with you again, and or they have already worked on themselves and they feel like, okay, I'm actually ready to be all that I can be in a romantic relationship with you. Because, you know, the Magician, manifestation, manifesting something new, wanting to move forward with you, wanting a fresh start with you. You know, so I do feel like this is somebody who definitely wants to manifest. They don't want to be in silence anymore. They don't want to be in separation anymore. You know, I feel like they're just done with it. They're done. And I also have this feeling as if this person wants to be good enough for you. With the 7 of Pentacles, you know, it's like patience, putting in that work, perseverance, putting in that time to you know, be good enough to see the fruits of your labor when you are working on a relationship. So I do feel like this is somebody who wants to manifest something with you, put down roots and see it bloom and manifest into something that can last the test of time. How do you feel towards this person? We have air energy again here, the full card, Aquarius energy, the World, and then the Lovers. So you still feel a soul tie to this person, Libra. All right, we got Gemini energy here, Aquarius energy. Okay. I feel like you still feel this soul tie to this person, but at the same time, I do think you feel it's in your best interest to move on, to move forward, to keep hope alive, to start over in love, in life, to see what else the world has to offer. But I do feel like at the end of the day, you do have some sort of soft spot for this person, some sort of space in your heart for this person. Even if you don't want it to be there, I do feel like it's there for you, Libra. And it might always be. I feel like this might have been a very karmic connection, like a soul contract here with this person. And I do feel like for some of you, even though, you know, you feel like, okay, I need to move away, I feel like there is this glimmer of hope that maybe in the future things could work out with you and this person. Maybe. For some of you. And I do feel like at the end of the day, you're trying your hardest to just move forward. To just continuously move forward. All right. What does this person want? Yeah, I feel like they want to fight for this situation. Like 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands. So fire energy, air energy, and the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. I feel like this is somebody who wants to transform the situation for sure. They want almost like a homecoming, a reconciliation, transform the situation, fight for the situation. And I feel like this is someone who doesn't really want to fight anymore. Like if you were always fighting when you were together, like this is somebody who doesn't want to fight anymore. They want to fight for the relationship. They don't want to fight for you. You know what I mean? They want it to be you two against the world and not you two against each other. And that's what I'm feeling here with these 3 cards of like what this person actually wants. All right, what do you want? We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Devil, Capricorn, and the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like you want this person to come out and like commit, Libra. I feel like you want this person to low-key grovel in a way. I feel like you want this person wrapped around your finger. That's just the energy that I'm feeling from this. I feel like, yeah, you do want commitment. You want an attraction to this person. You want a connection with this person. You want them to come and offer you something from their cup. But you want them to do all of that of their own accord. Like, I don't see you going out and, like, pursuing it. I see you waiting for them to come to you. And you being completely okay with that. But I feel like you do want this person to kind of step up and make that first move. Step up and commit first. Step up and be all that, you know, you might have known them to be. And that they should have been all along. They definitely want to fight. They definitely want to fight for this. And they want a reconciliation. They want to be in your life again. Which is how the cards are coming out. All right. What are their future actions towards you? Yeah. See? Future actions is the 3 of Pentacles, Tower, and the Queen of Cups. So it's like they want to tear it down. to rebuild it all over again. It's like they want to tear down what once was and rebuild all over again. And they want to be a space where you guys can work together, where you guys can feel safe expressing yourselves emotionally, and where you guys can be each other's safe haven. Their future actions is them coming back into your life. I see it. I just see it for sure. I really see them fighting for it too. Because I don't know. That's just the energy that I'm getting from this person. Your future actions towards them. I kind of still see you keeping tabs on them, like seeing what they're up to. I see that phasing out at some point. You might do it for a little while longer, but I see that phasing out at some point. And I see you kind of like sitting on your emotions almost. Not in a bad way, but like just being in control of them, not letting them overcome you. And I just feel you focusing on yourself. As far as your future actions towards this person, I don't see you giving too much of yourself away, at least at first. Even if you were to entertain it again, I don't see you giving your all in the beginning. I see you being very stoic. I see you having total control over your words and your emotions, and just really, truly focusing on yourself, building yourself back up. Yeah. Let's see. What's stopping this connection from moving forward? Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is interesting. I feel like what's stopping this connection from moving forward is the fact that there was a lot of lack of communication, a lack of emotional vulnerability, and honestly, a lack of friendship. I feel like there was a lack of we are friends first before anything else. I feel like there was probably not the foundation of a friendship here, or at least a strong enough foundation of a friendship. And you both didn't feel comfortable enough to be emotionally vulnerable to express yourselves honestly and authentically. And that was the problem. That's what is stopping the connection from moving forward. And I feel like that's what might have caused it to end in the first place. Was like that lack of friendship, that lack of communication, that lack of openness, and just being raw and truthful and honest and unapologetic. And I feel like when you're friends first, when you have that foundation, you can really work through anything because you're friends first. You know what I mean? Most likely outcome, I see a reconciliation. Yeah, I see somebody making a decision. It's probably going to be the other person, but I see them making a decision. The Sun card, pure love. I see them writing back to you with the Six of Cups. So I do see a reconciliation as the most likely outcome for the two of you. Will you two be together again? Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Page of Pentacles. I see this person coming in to commit loyalty, devotion. I do see it. I see this inability to walk away in totality, Like maybe you think it's over, but then it's not really over. It's just not. I don't see this person fully letting go. I don't see either one of you letting go, especially when like you had the card of the Lover's card, and then they have the card of like the Temperance, and the Eight of Wands. It's just, and then the Four of Wands. There's a serious connection still here. Let's look into new love really quick. Is new love coming in for you? Yeah, I do see it. It could be with a fire sign or an earth sign. But I feel like this is somebody who's going to be really committed. I feel like the passion physically is going to be there. Like that attraction is going to be there from the get-go, especially with the Knight of Wands. Then the Page of Wands for sure. The passion's going to be there, but also the commitment and the loyalty and just like that hard work. You know what I mean? Like to constantly evolve. So I feel like you kind of have your pick here, old, new. I do see new love coming in for you if you're just completely uninterested in opening the door again for this past person who wants to come in and work, because there are other options here. There are other people in the world who want, to be with you, who want to appreciate who you are and acknowledge your value. All right, the rest of this reading is going to be for those that are in no contact. So if you're in a no contact situation, why is this person not communicating with you? All right, so we have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I don't think that this person is not communicating with you because they don't want to. I think this person is trying to figure out a way to get back to you. Trying to figure out a way to reignite the flame. And they're doing it in a very slow, methodical way. Like, I feel like this is somebody who's definitely planning their return. So that's why they're not communicating with you right now. That's just what I'm feeling. My second story is, if this was a love triangle, if this was a third party situation, this person could also be in a relationship with someone else. And until they leave that relationship, they're not truly ready to come back towards you. So they're slowly but steadily inching their way away from that relationship that they're in now and inching their way back towards you. That's just for a certain percentage of you. But for the most part, I just see them trying to figure out a tactical way to come back and kind of like do the whole grand gesture thing in a way. Why is there no communication from you? Libra, you're walking away. So the Eight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, you're walking away. That's why there's no communication from you, because you just don't feel like it serves your highest good. Okay, will they reach out to you? Yes, we have that Four of Wands coming out again, reconciliation card, Page of Pentacles, and the Chariot. You have just about 3 yeses. I mean, the Chariot's kind of like a maybe, but with the other 2 being yeses, yeah, I do see this person reaching out to you. For sure. Will you reach out to them? We have the King of Wands in reverse, the Lovers. Oh, let's see. When do they want me to stop pulling? All right, now. All right. So this is the thing. For some of you, the answer is yes. And for some of you, the answer is no. So what I'm feeling is that for some of you, you might not reach out to them for a while, but then you're still going to feel that soul connection with the Lovers card. And you're not going to be able to fully let go with the Death card in reverse. And so you will reach out. You will reach out. You're going to be patient about it, but ultimately you will reach out. And for some of you, I feel like you're going to go through waves where you're going to want to reach out because you feel that pull towards this person, that soul connection. And then you're going to withdraw and not reach out. And then you're going to maybe think about reaching out and then withdraw again. So it's kind of like this tug of war within yourself, Libra, of will I, won't I, you know? But for some of you, you will, and for some of you, you won't. That's all free will for sure. What will be the outcome? Who of you two reconciling? See, this is the thing. I see it starting out, you know. I see it starting out. And it's a little bit rocky because when you ever get back together with someone, it's never like it used to be. You know, you kind of have to get over that hump, and then you guys are going to open up, and then, or at least one person will open up. But I feel like somebody in the situation is going to continue to stay guarded with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. And somebody here just is going to have a hard time trusting with the Seven of Swords. I mean, what will be the outcome of you two reconciling? It's just like somebody being open and then somebody being closed, and also like somebody like opening up a little bit but not all the way. I feel like someone here is just really unsure about the other. I think it might be you, Libra, who's just really unsure about this person, and so opening up is a little bit scary for you. Why is this person holding back? We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. This person is holding back right now because they don't think the timing is right. They don't think the timing is right to kind of come forward and express it all, if I'm being honest. And I feel like you're holding back because you're just unsure about this person. You're completely unsure. And I feel like there might be some trust issues going on here. All right, but let's do all the way from Aries to Pisces. Let's do a pre-shuffle. Hold on. Let me get my reversals back in line. All the way from Aries to Pisces. Is this connection worth exploring? Is it still worth investing into? All right, pre-shuffle. All right, if you're dealing with an Aries, yes, it is still worth investing into with the Aries, Taurus. Yes, there is still potential there. A lot of potential, a lot of passion there with the Taurus, Gemini. No. I would take space. I would take a lot of space and then reevaluate. But I'm saying no for the Gemini. Cancer. No, I don't think it's worth the fight. I don't think it's worth the fight. I would keep to yourself. I don't think it's worth the fight with the Cancer. Leo. It would take some work. It would definitely take some work, but I feel like there might have been trust that had been lost. And not enough work going into the relationship with the Leo. So I'm going to say no with the Leo for that. I don't feel like the communication is going to be there. I don't feel like the work is going to be there. And even if you did put it in, I feel like honesty, I don't feel like there's going to be enough honesty and like authenticity there with the Leo. Virgo. Worth investing into. It's more trouble than it's worth with the Virgo. I would let it go. If you're dealing with a fellow Libra. What is with this like? See, no. You should stay to yourself. You should stay to yourself. It's better. I feel like it's too much chaos with the Libra. If you're dealing with a fellow Libra, too much chaos. I feel like it would just cause more chaos. It will cause you more internal chaos than good. If you're dealing with the Scorpio, I would move away from that. Sagittarius. Yes, there is potential there with the Sag. Capricorn. No, it doesn't serve your highest good with the Capricorn. Aquarius. Yes, I feel like you could absolutely transform that situation with the Aquarius. You can give to that for sure. Pisces. Is it worth investing into? See, hold on. Yeah. Okay, if you're dealing with a Pisces, there needs to be balance. But yes, it is worth investing into. As long as there is balance. As long as there is balance. You have the Temperance and the Six of Pentacles. As long as there is balance, yes.